Welcome, race fans, to the European Stock Car Championship here today at Pocono. A little bit of a cloudy day here, cool temperatures in Pennsylvania. And these guys out here running the Gen 6 today for 80 laps. So stay with us, folks, and we will try to provide you the best coverage here. Thanks for watching on MaxSpeedTV. We do appreciate all of you viewers. And make sure you get yourself something to drink and something to snack on, and be ready for the durations. So have fun and enjoy. All right, folks, ready for qualifying now, so let's see what these guys can do here at Pocono. Thank you for joining me here on a Sunday. Beautiful day, and nothing better to do than to sit here and watch these guys turn some laps here at Pocono. This could be real exciting for these guys. Let's take a look at some of the stats here for today on the track. It's a 2.5 mile length, 3 big turns in the turn. Has 43 pit stalls. They'll be running the Gen 6 today. Overcast skies, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Track temperature, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind out of the north at 2 miles an hour. 42% relative humidity. It's 28 inches and rising. The qualifying session here will be 20 minutes long. They've got about a little less than 14 minutes to go. They'll be running 80 laps. Pace car speed 75 miles an hour, and the pit road speed is 60 miles an hour. Sorry about that, folks. I needed to make sure Trading Paints was updated here before race time, so I did the old infamous Control R there to make sure that they were updated. So get ready here. We got about 10 minutes of qualifying left, and we're going to be on to green flag racing. Alright, 5 minutes left of qualifying, and we're going to be going green flag racing, folks, so stay with us. Hopefully you enjoy the show here today. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button, and also down there in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, make sure you click on that little gear looking thing and turn it up to 1080p. We will be broadcasting in 1080p today. Okay, coming down to 30 seconds left in qualifying, and we're going to be ready to go green flag racing here in just a minute, folks. All right, that's going to wrap up qualifying. Okay, we will get down here and see where everybody qualified. All right, Michael Gogolinski on the top spot with a 53.260. Good fast lap. Congratulations to him for the pole position. Diago starting on the outside of him in the number 11. JC Nobrega in third in the number 2. Miguel Gomes in the number 46 starting 4th. Pierre Vernet in the number 62 starting 5th. Fausto starting in the 6th spot in the number 33. Albert Falgueras in the number 93 starting 7th. Radic in the number 26 starting 8th. Lucas Bula in the number 57 starting 9th. Emerson starting in the number 41 starting in 10th. Dennis Sherp in the number 48 starting 11th. Vitt Solomon in the number 97 starting 12th. Bronislav in the number 63 starting 13th. Lucas Sarnek in the number 51 starting 14th. Augustin in the number 34 starting 15th. Sergio in the number 43 starting 16th. Anton in the number 42 starting 17th. Javier in the number 22 starting 18th. In 19th place, Hugo in the number 8. Marcus Hagman in the number 99 starting 20th. Mario Lobo in the number 13 starting 21st. Javi, I believe it is, in the number 66 starting 22nd. Klaus Winther in the number 73 starting 23rd. Mr. M in the number 69 starting 24th. Sean Ambrose in the 07 starting 25th. Harm Schmidt in the number 29 starting 26th. Dennis in the number 32 starting 27th. Lewis in the number 50 starting 28th. And I believe that is the last one on the, yes, he is the last one on the grid. So we'll get back up here to our pole setter as they are rolling off the grid. I believe there's about 28 cars out here today, so pretty good sized field. Guy was asking me before the race started, he said that asked me how many cautions I felt. Well, I kind of gave the guys a lot of credit. They didn't give themselves as much credit as I did. I said 3 or 4. Only running 80 laps here. And they thought maybe there might be 5 or 6. So we'll see who's closest here. Then they asked me how many lead changes I thought we'd have. And I said about 8. About 8 lead changes. Probably going to see the most of them probably on the last few laps. So, all right, pace car dives onto pit road. Green flag is out, and we're off going. Oh, and the number 11 there of Diego smokes the tires, but gathers it up and stays into second. good start so far. Everybody's staying right with it. A little bit of touchy-feely back here. Some of the guys checking up a little bit. The number 2 of JC Nobrega gets a little loose coming off a 2 that time, and he lost quite a few positions just by doing that, and fall back to 8th place. All right, Lucas Bula right behind him in the number 57. Hanging on to 9th. Dennis Sherp in 10th. Picked up 1 position after that start. Radick taking a peek to the inside there, but no dice. Does not get by Albert. Has picked up a couple positions though. Go back in the field a little bit further here. Anton back in 12th. Already up to 12th. Started 17th on the field today, and here he is running in 12th. Bronislav right behind him in 13th. Augustin in 14th. And Lucas Sarnik in 15th. And he's taking a look on the inside of Augustin, and boy, what a loose condition that was coming off of turn 4. Gokolinski out front by about 0.6 of a second over Diago right now. They come down the backstretch and into the tunnel turn. This is the turn that everybody kind of dreads on this track. It can be a little loose, but yet it can be, you can kind of drift through there, just kind of back off the throttle and flow through, but one that the guys kind of dread, I believe. Go back into field a little further here. Marcus Hagman back in 22nd. He's running about 9.5 seconds behind the leader right now. Louis Dennis in 23rd. Mr. M back to 24th. As Harm tries to get a run on him and does complete the pass on him. Well, I guess he didn't complete it. He falls back into that position again. Dennis here, way up on the high side, back in 27th, and Sean Ambrose rounding out the field 28th. Started 25th today and is running 28th. Meanwhile, Gokolinski up front, now pulled away by 0.8 of a second over Diago. Miguel Gomes in 3rd, and Pierre Vernet in 4th. Then it's quite a ways back to Fausto. Fausto back here in 5th. He's running about 3.2 seconds behind our leader. Still in 6th, or in 6th, excuse me. And he's got Albert right behind him in 7th. And the first caution of the day is out, folks. I'm not really sure where that caution was. It's showing it right there, but that wouldn't have brought the caution out. I don't know. We'll have to see if we can't figure out where that caution is. I don't know. Anyhow, our leader up front did not want to see that. He had pulled out to a little bit of a lead, so he did not want to see that caution. Now the question is anybody going to come down pit road? Let's watch and see if anybody does come down pit road this time. We may see some guys come in and take tires. Yeah, looks like the whole field may be going to come down pit road. Almost the whole field. Guys staying out. Gokolinski, right side tires going on. Left side's going on. Some of these guys made an adjustment on their car or something, not sure. But it looks like Albert beat Gokolinski off pit road. Radek staying out. Well, he will be scored as our leader now. Lucas Bula staying out and Vitt staying out, so the three of them want to stay out in the race, saying, "Oh, you know what? We didn't really run that many green flag laps. I think the tires are okay. Probably really just about got up to temperature." Well, we had a few guys that did try the two-tire change. Albert comes out fourth, did a two-tire change. Michael Gokolinski did four. And we're looking at all the way back to Javier. Javier did a two-tire pit change, and Klaus Winther did a two-tire pit change. Lewis looked like he just stopped and topped out the fuel, no tires. Same way with Harm Smet. Just two tires. Or fuel only, excuse me. Hugo with a two-tire change. So different strategies for, how they say it, different strokes for different folks. So different pit strategies by a lot of these guys. Great day for racing here in Pocono, Pennsylvania. Although right now I think they're covered in snow up there. What I heard the other day, they had about 3 inches of snow, but hard to tell. Hard to tell. I don't live there, so. Radick staying out long enough to capture one lead lap. Does get the bonus point for leading the lap. So congratulations to him. Lucas Bula and Vitt both staying out as well, second and third. Albert coming out fourth. Michael Gokolinski fifth. Pierre Vernet in sixth. Diago seventh. Fausto eighth. Dennis Sherp in ninth. And Emerson in the top 10. All right, lights off on the pace car. Ready to go back green flag racing next time. Good thing these pace speeds, they upped them a little bit. Does make it a little bit more tolerable pacing around here. Doesn't seem like it takes so long to get around here. This track and Indianapolis always took forever to go around this track. Radick chomping at the bit here, ready to get going. Going to be restarting on lap number 11, folks. Alright, as they come out of turn 3, pace car is going to dive onto pit road, and we're going to be off and running here. Pace car's in, and green flag is out almost immediately. Great, even start by everybody. Oh, somebody taking it up the middle there. 3 wide, 4 wide. 4 wide down the front stretch. Holy smokes. And it looks like Gokolinski is going to take over the lead. 4 wide down the front stretch, folks. Man, you've seen it. One off in the grass there. I did not see who that was. That looked like Hugo taking it off in the grass, but no caution. And he's going to have a ton of damage on that. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened to Hugo here. Oh, he gets kind of caught into the side right there. I didn't see who that was, but them two get together coming off of the turn. That was the number 13. Those two gets Hugo. Looks like Hugo might have drove it in there pretty hard, took a 4 wide, and that puts him out across the grass. And he is going to hit the inside barrier. Wow, what a hit. Alright, back up live as he's heading for pit road. Gokolinski out here by himself right now. Radick still in second, but he has got company with Diago on the inside of him, and it looks like Diago going to take up that position as he cuts across the nose of Radick to take up second. And I see a little bit of right rear, left rear damage on that car. Looking back on the field from Diago. Radic right there. Radic gets into the wall too. This guy's driving the wheels off these things right now. Albert up to 4th. Trying to get a run on Radic, but no dice. Now Pierre Vernet on the inside of Albert. Looks like, yes, he does take up that place. So Pierre into 4th, Albert back to 5th. And look how far Gogolinski has pulled out away from Diago. He's out there 2.1 seconds. Man, he is on a rail today. Well, he could have made a little adjustment or something on that pit stop and might have tightened the car up or freed it up, whichever. But here's another caution on the track. We've got a big one. Augustin into it. Well, let's go back and see what happened to Augustin. We'll go back here from the far chase view and watch and see what happened. It's like the 46 coming up underneath. No, he's going to come across the nose of the 29. Them two going to get together and go into the outside wall. Violent crash for these guys, man. We hate to see that so early, but he's on pit road. Gokolinski's still out front. The field gets caught up to the pace car. We'll be pacing here once again. Then let's take a look here. This is caution number 2, folks. We've had 2 lead changes. Augustin on pit road and Hugo on pit road, both of them with damage. I'm assuming trying to get some of that damage fixed up so they can get back out here. Alright, so Diago 2nd, Radic 3rd, Pierre Vernet 4th, Albert in 5th, Fausto 6th, Lucas Bula in 7th, Javier 8th, Dennis Sherp in 9th. Well, it looks like a bunch of them are coming down pit road now, so let's see here. Oh yeah, a whole bunch of them. It looks like the top couple there have stayed out. Gogolinski, Pierre Vernet, Klaus Winther staying out, Anton staying out, Mr. M. These guys all on the pit road now. So we'll wait till they all get caught up here and we'll see where everybody does fall in. Alright, Klaus Winther 3rd, Anton in 4th, Mr. M in 5th, Albert 6th, Fausto 7th, Javier 8th, Diago 9th, and Lucas Bula, your top 10. All right, second caution of the day. Light should go out on the pace car this time. Go back green next time around. Yes, they do go out, so everybody will be doubling up, getting ready to go back green. So far, Michael Gokolinski has led 14 laps out of the 17 that they have ran. So that's pretty good. Looks like Radic led the other three. Okay, they're getting ready to come out of turn 3, and the pace car is going to make that hard left turn down pit road. It does, and the green flag out immediately. Great start by the front row. Pierre Vernet giving Michael Gokolinski a little bit of a tough time on that restart. Back here, Diago. Oh, washes up the hill there, almost gets up into the lane of the other drivers. A little bit of checking up right there by him as number 69 of Mr. M starts falling back through the field. Pierre Vernet still up on the high side, trying to give Michael Gokolinski a rough time. Anton works his way underneath Albert right here. or I'm sorry, Albert underneath Anton. Those two side by side, and a brand new leader out front. Pierre Vernet taking over the lead, and caution is out on the track again, folks. Oh, Lucas Sarnik. Let's go back and see what happened to Lucas. A little bit of dicing on going around. Oh, that hurt. The 66 catches him in the rear, and Lucas goes around right on the front stretch. Doesn't look like he got into anything as long as nobody hits him. It looks like everybody does miss Lucas, so no harm, no foul there. Just no damage on the car. That's a good thing. These guys get back up to speed. And Pierre Vernet in the lead. Sorry, he blinked out on me there. They catch up to the pace car. We're back under caution here again, folks. Take a look here. This is caution number 3. We are just a little past a quarter of the way through the race, folks, so lots of racing to go here at Pocono. Javi with a lot of damage. The whole front clip gone on that car now. He's probably going to be a lot slower. He's going to be back in the field. About 23rd is where he'll be starting. We've got a few guys on pit road, but let's see. Harm is on pit road. Hugo just now coming off of pit road. Few other guys on pit road as well. Some of the guys back in the field a little ways. Hugo will come out 28th, running about 9 laps down. Well, you can follow us here. Go to MaxSpeedTV.com and check out our website. You can also watch the video right from there. And tomorrow we will be broadcasting on Twitch right there as well. Or you can check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. You can also follow us on Twitter. Just look up MaxSpeedTV on Twitter and you'll find my name, Rudy Cummings. Or if you look up Rudy Cummings, you'll find MaxSpeedTV. Either way around. All right, we're still waiting on the one to go, which they should get the one to go this time around. So we're looking at about a lap and 3/4 here before we get the green flag. We'll probably be starting on about lap 25. All right, Anton in third, Albert fourth, Radic fifth, Lucas sixth, Javier seventh, Diago eighth, Dennis Sherp in ninth, and Fausto your top 10. Okay, lights off on the pace car. We're ready to go back to green. Augustin is out of the race. The only one that's fell out of the race so far in today's race, so sorry about his luck. Better luck next week. Pace car about to dive on pit road. It does, and green flag comes out. Green, green, green. Pierre with a great start. Michael Gokolinski right there in second. Anton in third. And Albert in fourth. Lucas Bula now up to the 5th place. And Michael Gokolinski trying to take a peek here. The caution out on the track again, folks. Oh, we got Mr. M into it. And he goes clear into the infield. Wow. Holy smokes. Well, let's go back and see what happened to him. Looks like Hugo getting into him. Oh, man. But Mr. M goes clear into the infield. He did blink out here for just a second. But when he comes to a stop, he's clear in the infield, stopping. So he goes for a heck of a ride. As he gets caught back up to the field. Pierre Vernet still our leader. Lots of smoke on the track, folks. Hard to see for all the smoke they're out there spraying for mosquitoes, I think. Alright, taking a look, this is caution number 4. Well, I don't know if we're going to have any takers coming down pit road this time or not, but looks like everybody's staying out there at the top of the field. Lucas Bula second, Diago third, Fausto fourth, Radic fifth, Javier in sixth, Dennis Sherp in seventh, JC Nobrega up to eighth, Klaus Winther ninth, and Sergio your top 10. Alright, still waiting on the one to go here. We'll get this thing back underway. Glad you could join us here today on MaxSpeedTV. Give you full coverage here of the Pocono race. 80 laps and only 28 about to be completed here, so we got quite a few laps to go, folks. Alright, lights go off on the pace car that time. So next time by, we're going green. Green flag on lap 30 as we get this thing ready to rock and roll. Still got quite a few on pit road yet. Hugo, Sean Ambrose, and Mr. M still on pit road trying to get damage fixed up. Alright, pace car's in and green is out. Pierre takes off. A little bit of smoke on the tires, but he gets it going. Diago now falls into second as Lucas Bula goes back to third. Fausto in fourth, Javier in fifth. Radek now back to sixth place. Everybody trying to get a grip on their cars back here. Anton back to 12th. Get passed up by Lewis Dennis right there. Lewis takes over the 11th position. A little bit of a glitch there. I don't know what that was. Had to have been server related or something. Pierre now out in the lead by about a half a second over Diago. And Lucas Bula in third. Back about 1.2 seconds. Looks like Fausto in third now. Gets by Lucas Bula. Fausto moving forward, 1.5 seconds behind the leader. Radek up to fifth, and he looks to the inside, takes a peek. Didn't have quite enough ponies under the hood to get by him. JC Nobrega back here into sixth place, running 3.1 seconds behind the leader. Dennis Sherp in seventh. Javier in eighth, now under fire from Klaus Swinthird. You can see just how close these guys race. Klaus has to get off the gas there a little bit and let Javier take over that spot. Up on the tail of him again here. Let's see what he can do with them going down the front stretch. Radek not far off the back of Lucas Bula, running in fifth. Another close one is Lewis Dennis back here on the back of Klaus Winther now. They come up on the lap car of Hugo and go right on by Hugo. Great run by Lewis Dennis underneath Klaus Winther. Going into turn 3, he does have that position. As Klaus goes back here, he is still side by side. They're still side by side going down the front stretch. Lewis with a little bit of front end damage could be affecting the speed of that car. He's got a pretty mangled up front grille. Anton way up the hill. He drifts way up the hill and loses that what he gained. And now he's under fire from Albert. Albert right here is going to get by Anton. Going down the back stretch and into turn 2. Oh, he has to back out of it or he was going to get into the side of Anton. Back up front, Fausto in second as he got by Diago. Diago back to third. And I believe those two are teammates, both running the NOS paint scheme. So those two are more than likely teammates, Diago and Fausto. JC Nobrega back here in the 6th place. Let's go back in the field a little bit further here. Bit back here, way back in 16th place. Everybody coming down the long front straight. And we're just about at the halfway mark here, folks. So just a few more laps here, about another 4 laps. We will be at the halfway mark. Marcus Hagman back in 20th. Clean car, running pretty good. He's just kind of riding around right now. He knows there's a long race to go yet. Michael Gokolinski that led the first 15 laps of the race, mired back in 12. Right behind Albert now. And we may see a battle come out of that before too much longer. Stretch, you got to go from about 195 miles an hour down to probably about 100 around turn 1. Maybe even a little less than 100, maybe 95. So they really slow it down a ton. And here comes Gokolinski on the inside. That's for position. He gets a good run side by side with Albert. Anton trying to go along with them and using the draft. But Michael Gokolinski still cannot get by him. Now he was going to try to maybe overdrive it into the turn, but does not. Javier in 9th. Klaus Winther in 8th. Dennis Sherp 7th. Nobrega in 6th. Lucas Bula in 5th, Radic 4th, Fausto 3rd, as the Diago did get by him, and they've closed up on Pierre Vernet. Pierre right there, only 0.2 of a second ahead of Diago. So those three definitely pulling away from the rest of the field. Radic back 1.8 seconds behind them three. You can see the leaders well up ahead of Radic here. And a good battle going on between those three. Teammates here, Fausto and Diago, going at it. Looking back on Diago from our leader, Pierre Vernet, coming down the front stretch. And he's starting to pull away again. Got the 0.4 of a second lead over second place Diago. If these guys aren't careful, they're going to have some company here before long, because not far behind Fausto is Radic back there, just really starting to reel them guys in, down to 2.2 seconds. We are at the halfway mark, folks. Looking ahead from Fausto at the two leaders up front, Pierre and Diago. They're now running 0.4 of a second apart, and we have a caution, folks. Well, let's go see if we can figure out where it is. Oh, Bronislav into the wall. Let's go see what happened to Bronislav. Oh, right there, the 41 of Emerson gets into the side of him. And this is down the long front stretch, too. No, I'm sorry, this was the back stretch. But Bronislav getting hit by Emerson. And Emerson goes airborne. And Bronislav slides it back up across the track. Emerson hard into the wall. Both of them hit the wall pretty hard. So that brings out the caution here, folks. I'm sure we're going to see some folks come down pit road, probably going to welcome new tires, I'm sure. Well, let's take a look real quick. This is caution number 5. Let's see if any of them do come down pit road this time. I got a pretty good idea. Pierre will. He's been out there. He's only pitted one time today, so I'm sure he's going to. Yes, it looks like they're all going to come down pit road. Probably not a bad call by any of these guys. Waiting for them to come into their pit stall here. Pit crew's ready to change tires, put fuel in the car, and get them out of there. Let's see who comes out first. You'd have a few guys that stayed out. Looks like Pierre comes out second behind Diago. But Klaus Winther's staying out. So lots of the racing to go here, folks. So don't go anywhere. Don't move your seat. Gonna be a good race here. Coming down to the final here. We'll get a word in with some of the drivers after the race. I usually like to interview them a couple during the race, but sometimes we have a little bit of a language barrier, and I don't want to like embarrass myself or them if we don't understand each other. So sorry, folks. I just kind of want to kind of, you know, be polite. I'm sorry. All right, so Klaus staying out, Sergio in second, Pierre Bernet third, Diago fourth, Fausto fifth, JC Nobrega sixth, Radic seventh. Oh, we've got a few of them. Okay, Klaus now coming down pit road too, so that's going to probably give up the lead back to Pierre. Yes, Pierre will be scored as our leader again. Well, we've lost a few drivers. Augustin was the first one out. Sean Ambrose, Mr. M, and now Emerson has fallen to too much damage. Cannot continue after hitting the wall there pretty hard. Can't say as I blame him. Wouldn't want to sit on pit road half the race and get that thing fixed up, but he could have probably salvaged a couple positions out of that. Okay, so let's run back through the top 10 here. Diago second, Fausto third, JC Nobrega now up to fourth, Radic fifth, Michael Gogolinski in sixth place, Dennis Sherp in seventh, Harm Schmidt in eighth, Lucas Bula ninth, and Albert Falgueras, I believe is how you pronounce that, in the top 10. That will change to 10th once he comes around and crosses the line. I'm showing on my relative here that he is in 10th. All right, back up front. Pierre still leading them here. Diago going to be starting second. We still did have somebody that went on pit road. Okay, Nobrega third, Fausto fourth. Lights are off on the pace car. Everybody going to start doubling up. We're going to be restarting on lap number 46, folks. So lots of racing to go. It's going to be about 35 to go when they cross the line. Alright folks, here we go. Ace car's going to be diving on pit road here in just a second. Ace car's in and green is out. Green, green, green. Fausto takes a dive right to the low line here and gets a great run on Nobrega to take up the third spot, but he has not completed the pass just yet. Not sure if he's going to have enough horses there to get by him. Looks like he may wind up falling in behind him, but they're going 3 wide down the backstretch. Gogolinsky drives it in there hard and gets by Fausto. And falls in behind Nobrega. Now he goes to the low line here coming out of turn 3. And see if he can get a good enough run here. Might use a little bit of draft off of him, and going into turn 1 pulls out like he's gonna pass him, and boy, down the back or front stretch, I'll get it out of here. And into turn 1, still hanging on right there. Cannot complete that pass. Fausto comes up on his tail on the high side. And down the long back stretch. I think they call that the long pond straightaway. Supposedly there's a pond on the other side of that and trees there, I'm not sure. That'd be a good thing to check out someday, maybe from the blimp view, and see if there is a pond back there, because I don't recall seeing one, but I think that's what they call the long pond straightaway. It's in Long Pond, Pennsylvania. That's why they call it Long Pond straightaway. So Gogolinsky up into third, now running 1.8 seconds behind Diago and Pierre. Diago really not that far off the back bumper of Pierre. Dennis Sherp in 7th. We've got some good battles going on back here. Xavier in 9th. And Lucas Bula in 10th. Took a peek on the inside of him. Let's go back here in the field a little bit further. Anton in 13th. And Klaus Winther behind him in 14th. Bronislav 15th. Marcus Hagman 16th. Where did he go? He wigged out. He's 17th. Excuse me. He changed positions on me. Harm does get by him on the outside, but has not completed that pass yet. Now it looks like Harm does take up the 16th spot, and Marcus Hagman back to 17th. Hagman takes a peek on the inside one more time, and it looks like he does drive it into the turn hard and is going to take the position away. And Mario Lobo, first time we've talked about him today, also follows right along with him and takes up the 17th spot. So Harm on his way backwards. Let's get back up to the front as Diago now is 0.6 of a second off the leader, Pierre. Pierre's been out there for 30 laps. He's been out there in the lead, folks. Albert now up to the 5th place. Nobrega back to 6th. Radic 7th, and Sherp in 8th. It looked like Nobrega got just a little loose coming off of turn 2. If he can hang on to it here, coming around turn 3. Down the long front stretch. got 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th running pretty tight together here. Radic, starting out with Radic. Nobrega in 2nd, Sherp 3rd, and Bula in 4th. Those 4 been pretty much nose to tail here for the last couple of laps. It's quite a ways back to Javier now. He would like to join that group to get up there and make it a 5-car battle. And Louis Dennis in 11th spot. I think maybe the next caution we'll try to get a word in with Louis and see how his race is going for him out there. He's been on pit road several times today. Here he is running almost in the top 10, running 11th. Anton in 12th. There's another good one that he's come from 17th, was up in the top 10 there a couple times, and now has drifted back into the 12th place as he catches some draft off of Lewis down the Long Pond straightaway, going into turn 2. See the cars dancing around a lot? That's the aero around these cars. A lot of aero push around these cars. Lewis here on the inside, taking a peek on the inside of Javier, but no dice this time. Nobrega back to 6th. Albert right here riding along with Fausto, as Pierre has pulled out quite a little bit ahead, but he's got Diago right on his tail now. Pierre a little squirrely coming off of turn 2, but hangs on to that position. Gogolinski back here in 3rd, looking ahead to the leaders. He's got some ground to make up, but he has reeled them in. He's came from way back and passed a lot of cars, and now on the inside of him, Fausto. Who's going to beat who into turn 1? Who can outdrive who? Fausto with the line, actually. Gogolinski going to have to... Whoa, man, they almost touched right there. Gogolinski going back to 4th. Albert right there in 5th. He wants to get up there and make this a 5-car battle, and they're starting to reel in the leaders, folks. Albert started 7th today. Here he is running in the 5th place. The one that I was looking at here, Pierre started 5th today, and here he is up in the lead and has led the most laps so far today with 35. Long ways around here, folks. 2.5 miles, and you know it seems like it takes a long time because you got to slow down so much for the turns that it just seems like it takes you forever to get around this track. Long Pond, Pennsylvania is located about a little bit northwest of Philadelphia, if you're familiar with Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's right on the east coast, kind of like in the southeast corner of Pennsylvania. And Long Pond, Pennsylvania is up there, up in the actual mountains of around the Pocono area, is all up in there. It's one of the honeymoon city capitals of the world. They have plenty of motels and hotels and things like that for honeymooners, and all kinds of things there for honeymooners. Cabins you can rent, all kinds of goodies. Pretty beautiful area. I've never been there myself. I lived up in Pennsylvania for quite a few years, but I never was there. Well, I hope you're enjoying the show here on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate all you viewers, and make sure you do hit that subscribe button down there, and also set that down in the bottom right-hand corner of the viewing screen. There's a little gear click on that, set it to 1080p if your internet will allow you to watch it. That's what we broadcasted in 1080p. We were doing 60 frames a second, but backed it down to 30 here because I'm using quite a bit going overseas here to the, I believe this server is in the Netherlands, but don't quote me on that. I may be wrong on that, but it's overseas. So that does take me a little extra internet to reach over there and pull this race in for y'all here on YouTube. So, but anyhow, thanks for joining us here today. We appreciate it very, very much. Okay, we do have a 5-car battle, as now it looks like Diago is challenging for the lead, as he is on the inside of Pierre coming around turn 3 and down the front stretch. Right now, Pierre still in the lead, and Pierre does lead that lap. So Diago denied 1 lap lead, but he's not giving up without a fight, folks. Let's ride along here with him real quick. See how close he comes to Pierre here in some of these turns. Good racers right here. I'll tell you, these guys they are awesome racers. Some of the best in iRacing, I think. It's just my opinion. I've watched these guys for several weeks now and been broadcasting for them, and I'll tell you what, they really know how to get around the place. We may have a couple of cautions, but you know, that kind of weeds out the field a little bit, and as it does in any race. Guys coming up on looks like Hugo right up ahead of him here, and Diago does have a little bit of a fender on Pierre this time and does clear him. So Diago up front for the first time today. Now if he can stay there and hold on to that position to get around here and lead a lap. Pierre took a peek on the inside, but you can see the little bit of damage there that Diago does have on that left rear quarter panel. It's kind of pushed up the spoiler a little bit. Might not be quite as aerodynamic, but here he comes to the line, and he will lead his first lap of the race, ladies and gentlemen. Good job, Diago. Now on the inside of Pierre is Fausto, teammates of Diago. These guys want to try to finish 1-2, I'm sure. Next time by, folks, we're going to be at 20 to go. Diago comes up on more lap traffic. See him up ahead of him there. I'm not sure who that is, but we can find out real quick. That would be Javi, I think is how you pronounce that. And he's going to be getting way out of the way from the leaders. So good job, Javi, staying out of the way. Now Diago out there in clean air has pulled away from Fausto, his teammate, by 0.8 of a second, folks. Pierre back to third. Albert still sitting in fourth. JC Nebrego all the way back here, about 2.5 seconds away from of Albert up there. And here we are at 20 laps to go, folks. All right, Radic in sixth. Would like to get up there and challenge JC. Lucas Bula in seventh. Javier in eighth. Dennis Sherp, ninth. I got the doggone hiccups again. Louis Dennis in 10th. Anton in 11th. Klaus Winther right behind him in 13th. excuse me, that was 12th. Lucas Sarnik in 13th. Bronislav in 14th. Marcus Hagman 15th. Ed Solomon in 16th. Mario Lobo in 17th. And Gokolinski back here in 18th place. I don't know exactly what happened to Michael, but he is way off of the pace. Sergio in 19th. Dennis in 20th. Avi in 21st with the whole front clip missing off of that car. Looks like Miguel in 23rd. And Hugo rounding out the field right now in 24th place. But in the meantime, Diago up front, and he's got a mirror full of his teammate, Fausto. Fausto takes a peek on the inside. This would be for the lead if he can overdrive it into turn one. And it looks like Fausto is going to take over the lead. Teammates giving teammates the lead here. The only lap that really counts, folks, is the last one, and these two could battle it out for the win here today. They were pretty fast in practice, qualified well, so this really means a lot for this team, I know. Teammates are really, I think, kind of important in some leagues that use them. I think they're really important. A lot of shared information goes about. It's like real life. They have teams in real racing, and the teammates share their information amongst each other, and it really does kind of make a difference in the racing. Pierre down in third, and way back to fourth place, JC Nobrega. I think we're probably going to start seeing a few pit stops here, I think. Looks like we've got a few more guys out of the race. Harm, I think, is out of the race. He's back in 23rd. Looks like Hugo is struggling to hang on in 24th. I'm not sure. He may have called it a day. I don't know. He's many laps down. I don't think he's going to be able to pick up any more spots. So he may have called it a day. JC Nobrega coming down pit road. This will be his final pit stop of the day. The three leaders out front, Fausto, Diego, and Pierre, have not come down pit road yet. Nobrega into his pit stall. Looks like right side's going on. And he is out of there. Right side's only, and he is gone. That's going to put him back in 12th, long ways back 13th. Long ways back in the field, though, folks. Albert in 14th, coming around on the outside of him, and they are going to exchange positions right there. Albert takes up the 13th spot from JC. Let's get up here with our leaders and see when they're going to come down pit road. I believe they're going to have to one more time. We may see maybe just a fuel only stop. I'm not really sure. But teammates working together right there. Pierre joining in on that. The three of them could come down pit road together. Who knows? Diago down on the inside of Fausto. And it looks like he's got him down the short chute. Going into turn 3, and Pierre coming right along with him. All right, Diago back in the lead. Now working with his teammate, leaving Pierre kind of stuck out there. But Pierre not giving up without a fight, I can tell you. Let's ride along here on the right front fender. See him and Fausto going at it. And the longer they race side by side there, the further Diago was getting out ahead of him. We're still waiting to see if these guys are going to have to come down pit road. They may not, I don't know. They have been on pit road a couple extra times. Pierre should be good on fuel. So it's going to come down to a fuel strategy game here, I believe. Now, as far as Diago and Fausto, I'm sure they're probably okay on fuel too. They both have been on pit road 3 times today. Pierre's only been on pit road twice. So all 3 of these could be okay on fuel. So let's go back through the field and see where everybody else is at. Lewis Dennis in 4th. He should be probably all right on fuel. Bronislav in 5th. Let's see how far back they are. He's running about 20 seconds behind the leaders. Vitt Solomon in 6th. Marcus Hagman 7th. Mario Lobo, didn't think Mario was going to get up there. I wanted to see where he started. 21st on the field and running 9th right now. And no front clip on that car. He's got a ton of damage on it, but he's still running good. Gokalinski did get by him. That was 4th position. So Gokalinski rolls into the 8th place. But he's quite a ways behind these guys. 32 seconds behind the leaders. Vernay back up in the front. Coming to 10 to go this time by, folks. 10 more laps. Looks like Miguel Gomes has retired from the race. So we're down to about 21. No, he's out there. I'm sorry. 22 drivers left in the race, folks. Ten more laps to go. This could be interesting between these 3 right here. It looks like Fausto has kind of fallen off the pace just a little. And he's left it up to his partner, Diago, to battle it out with Pierre Vernay up in the front. Brega back to the 9th place. 10th place, excuse me. Gokalinski is in 9th. Does get passed up by Albert. So Gokalinski not quite as fast as he was at the beginning of the race. Maybe he made a change on his car or something and it did not agree with the car or the way it fell out there. So, it's too hard to tell, unless we actually talk to the driver to see if he did make any changes. Brega back here in 10th. Let's get back up on our leader, Pierre Vernay. And these guys have pulled away a ton from 3rd place. 3rd place now is Lewis Dennis. In 3rd, if I'm reading this right, Vitt Solomon in 4th. So what happened to Fausto? Fausto's clear back in 10th. I think he pitted. He may have been going to be short on fuel. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here's the leaders on pit road now, folks. What are we going to see? Fuel only? I thought they had enough fuel. Let's see if either of them, yeah, right side tires going on by Pierre and Diago. And Diago taking 2 tires, smoking them, getting off pit road. And Pierre taking 4. That puts Dennis out front. And he still has not technically led a lap yet. So we'll wait to see if he comes around here to lead a lap and get that valuable point for leading a lap. We say valuable, I know it only sounds like 1 point. You know, how could that be that valuable? But 1 point means a lot when it comes down to the championship at the end of the season. It could mean the difference of finishing 2nd or 3rd, you know, or 9th or 10th. It could make that much of a difference. And if you do it, you know, lead a lap this week and lead a lap next week, that's 2 points. It all adds up. You got to look at the big picture at the end. So Lewis does get to lead a lap. The 51 there going by is a lap down car of Lucas Sarnik. He is showed way back in 17th place. Right now we've got actually, yeah, he would be the last one actually on the lead lap. He would be at the tail end of the lead lap. So let's see if Lewis is going to have to pit or not. Yes, he is coming down pit road right now. That's going to give up the lead to Vitt Solomon. I'm not sure if Vitt's going to have to come down pit road. We'll watch and see. So Vitt staying out, and that will score him. Well, not that time. Not that time. The next time by, it'll score him as being a leader. And that puts Albert in 2nd, but he is way back here. He's back about 7.2 seconds behind Vitt. Fausto in 3rd. Gokolinski 4th. And Nobrega 5th. And Nobrega really loose coming off the turn that time. Let's ride along with Michael Gokolinski here for a quick minute and watch as he tries to reel in Fausto here and pass Fausto for position. Vitt's about to cross the line, and yes, Vitt does lead a lap. So Vitt gets scored as a leader. Let's take a look at the race analysis real quick here. We've had 5 cautions and 11 lead changes. So that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome for 75 laps right now. Gokolinski really having some struggles coming out of turn 1 right there. Albert starting to reel in Vitt. Vitt's up there in 1st, but he's 5.5 seconds ahead of these guys. That's a long ways to go for Albert to try to reel Vitt in, but he is catching him pretty quick here. Down to 5.3 seconds now. Vitt's out there on old tires, and these guys have got a little bit newer tires. As Albert comes up on some lap traffic, he's got quite the gaggle of cars behind him. Fausto right there in 3rd, Gokolinski 4th, Nobrega 5th, and Diago 6th, Pierre Vernet 7th. So quite a gaggle of cars right there, and I think these guys are all banking on the possibility that Vitt may have to stop one more time for fuel. He's out there 5 seconds ahead of Vitt right now. But still has not made any notion of coming down pit road. And he's now 4.7 seconds ahead of him, of Albert. And we have a caution, and that's going to end the race, folks. It's going to finish under caution right there with Klaus Winther. Let's go back and see what happened to Klaus. Okay, what happened to him? There he is. He's blinking like a son of a gun. I'm going to miss a bunch of it here. I guess we didn't get to catch that, but it looked like he may have just gotten loose or something. But Vitt, our leader, coming around here to get 2 to go, and that's going to finish it under caution here, folks. Wow. I don't think any of these guys expected that. Now the question is does Vitt have enough fuel to run around here under caution for the next 2 laps to take this victory? Ooh, this could be interesting. If he was fixing to stop for fuel, this could make it really interesting. All right, next time by, they're going to get the white flag. This will finish under caution. Take a look real quick here. We've had 6 cautions and 11 lead changes. Alright, so it looks like Vitt's going to get the victory here today, providing he doesn't run out of fuel. Albert second, Fausto third, JC Nobrega fourth, and Michael Gokolinski finishing 5th. White flag in the air. 1 more lap, folks. Gosh, I don't even know if any of these guys are in TeamSpeak. Take a look here real quick. Yes, Vitt is in TeamSpeak here, and I'm going to get him down here to talk to us. Vitt. Oh. Well, wait a minute. Vitt Solomon, this is Rudy up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, mate.
Hey, Vitt, congratulations on your victory here today. The big question is, how were you fixed on fuel there to finish this? Were you going to be close, or did you have enough?
I had enough. I was fixed on that fuel box whole last stint, and I was running on 10th of liters. So, really, it would be close, but I would have enough.
Okay, well, I guess that took that answered that question. We were kind of concerned because we know a lot of the other guys did stop. Now those guys were reeling you in, not real fast, but was you doing a little mirror driving at the end there, watching these guys close up on you?
Yeah, a little bit. I was a little bit scared about Albert being really fast at the end, but I was hoping that it will be fine and I will have 1 second margin.
Well, that's all it would have taken for the victory here today. It's just that 1 second. But congratulations to your brother on your win. Anybody you want to give a shout out to or thank you or anything?
I would like to thank my team and everyone who sponsors us, because they did an incredible job with setup and really helped me to get into these races. So big thanks to them.
Well, how's this going to set the tone for next week for you?
Well, I have no idea. I'm not a huge fan of Indianapolis. I have never run there, so we'll see how it will happen.
Okay. All right, well, congratulations again, Vid, on your victory here, and thanks for talking with us, buddy.
Thanks for taking me in.
Yes, sir. All right, let's see if we can get Albert in here, if I can find him in TeamSpeak. Maybe. I'm not sure. I don't see him in TeamSpeak. Nope. So we'll have to go down on the track here and see if we can get a word in with him. Albert Falgueras, do you have a copy?
Yes, sir, I have a copy.
Well, Albert, you bring it in second place today. Congratulations. Talk about your racing out there today.
Yes, we started, we did a very good qualifying, and then at the end, I thought to go to the pits before the leaders, and it played out very good. Also, Javier did a great race, and Zhao too, and Agustin did also a great race.
Well, it looked like a race of attrition out there. We did have a few cautions, not too bad, but long ways around this place, 80 laps. Do you think that was too long of a race or too short of a race?
I think it was a not race, but in the cautions, it was a little bit long. It was a little bit long in the cautions because the circuit is very long, and too much laps on the base car.
Absolutely, I agree. Well, you know, a lot of good racing out there. Everybody battling for position. Had a lot of fast guys out there, but you were fast enough to come into second today, Albert. You battled it a lot up there. You and Fausto and a few of the other guys, Gokolinski, Diago, these guys all battled you guys really, really tough up there. He had fallen back a little bit after that last pit stop, but you still brought it home in second. Great job. Congratulations to you. Anybody else you want to shout out to?
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to congratulate the winner, Vid. I think he did, I don't know what strategy did he make, but he won the race, so congratulations.
All right, well, congrats to you, Albert, and thanks for talking with us.
Thank you very much.
Fausto, you got a copy?
Copy. Ready.
Well, Fausto, man, you drove a heck of a race out there today. It looked like a lot of fun. You up there battling with your teammate, Diago. Talk about that and how much fun you were having up there with him.
This is one of the perfect races we have. Setup was fantastic. We did an amazing job together as a team, and we are going for the win today. So in the end, we are a little bit disappointed, but it was very good with Diego. We raced side by side, but always clean. We tried to race with Pierre. We want to go for the win, and if you are lucky, I think we made a mistake on strategy.
Well, some pretty fast guys out there today, Fausto. You'd kind of fallen off the pace a little bit there before that last pit stop. Had you just used up your tires? Is that all what it really was?
No. I have a small accident. I touched the wall in turn 2. The car was still fast. I just didn't work well in strategy because I was keeping some distance with Diego, but car was faster enough to get to I think I could win. if I made the pit earlier, because we changed 2 tires and it was the right strategy.
All right. Well, again, congratulations, Fausto, on your 3rd place today. How are you looking forward to next week?
Yep. We as a team, I want to thank my teammates for the results and for setup and all we have achieved. And yes, we are going for the next race. Yes, and we want to thank our sponsors too.
All right, Fausto, congrats anyhow, and anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
Okay, I want to thank all my teammates, especially Luis and our sponsor. I also want to congratulate the organization, Hugo and Guy, because they are doing a fantastic job. This series is getting better and better every week, so it's been fun. It's been great to be here.
I agree. I definitely think this is an awesome league. You guys got it all going on here. A lot of good drivers. Driving these Gen 6 cars at a track like Pocono takes a lot of patience. And man, I'm telling you what, it's a, I don't know, you probably feel pretty worn out by now, haven't you? I mean, just driving so hard out there.
Yes, it's been very demanding. But it's been fantastic. It's been fantastic because we are a big team. We are working very close and we are having a lot of fun. We get exhausted to the end, but we get all very happy. And we are all looking for next week to do better and better because we want to put the team R4 in the top.
Okay, Fausto, thanks for talking with us, buddy. And again, congratulations on your 3rd place today.
Thanks to you too, Rudy. Thanks.
All right, let's run down through the results. We'll get the heck out of here. Vit Solomon winning here today at Pocono. Congratulations to him. Albert in 2nd, Fausto 3rd, JC Nobrega in 4th, Michael Gokolinski 5th, Diago in 6th, Pierre Vernet 7th, Radic in 8th, Anton in 9th, Javier in 10th. Louis Dennis in 11th, Lucas Bula 12th, Dennis Sherp 13th, Lucas Sarnik in 14th, Marcus Hagman 15th, Bronislav 16th, Mario Lobo in 17th, Javi in 18th, Miguel Gomes in 19th, Klaus Winther 20th, Sergio finishing 21st, Dennis in 22nd, Hugo finishing 23rd, Harm 24th, Emerson 25th, Sean Ambrose 26th, Mr. M 27th, and Augustin, the first one out of the race, finishing 67 laps down in the 28th place. So again, congratulations to our winner here, Vit Solomon, and that'll wrap it up for this week here for the European Stock Car Championship. You've been watching on MaxSpeedTV, and appreciate all you viewers, and thanks for tuning in. And until next time, stay safe.